Hey guys, good morning. So it's just me, Mr. Ron. I just wanted to let you know how it went yesterday in my appointment. I'm going to share this over to Facebook. So just again, bear with me for a couple of minutes here. This is another one of those unannounced pop-up lives. I never know when I'm going to feel like doing a live right now. Okay, so adjusting my camera, my microphone rather, and then my title. And I'm going to share this up with Facebook groups. Aye. Share. Good morning, Tamika. Just hang on a couple of minutes. Thank you. Share that over there. And one of them I grew. And then one more share. Share to my group. And for the title. Okay. And now I can turn down the volume so I don't hear a double echo. And I'm going to just get sit up in the chair and get comfortable. Aye. Oh. So good morning. So my name is Ron. Welcome to the channel. Welcome Tamika. Welcome to Ron's Keto Cafe. And I'm Ron. If you're new, welcome. And if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please share, like, and smash that subscribe button? It definitely helps the channel grow. And again, before we get started, I'm not a medical doctor. This is all based on my own personal journey. But before we get started, I got to have a sip of my coffee. Yeah, I'm not really hanging this morning, guys. So I've been up since 1:30 last night, and I went back to sleep probably about 5 for about an hour or whatever, and I just got up and did the shower, Rudy too, and now I'm just having a cup of coffee, and then I got to go back to the hospital today. So yesterday I went down to Worcester for my pre-physical for my follow-up, and they needed the EKG, and I didn't feel like staying for one, and I told them I had an EKG about maybe less than a month ago. So they said they can use that EKG. So I'm going to go down to the local hospital and go to the medical records and request a file to be faxed over to them today, so they can have the results of that, so they can have the hip surgery. But they gave me, I'll show you what they gave me yesterday. Just hang on, it's under the desk area. My hip is really bad today. It's another reason why I'm not sleeping like right now. So they gave me what's called a goodie bag. So I just wanted to show you what you have to do when you have hip surgery. Okay. But they gave me this stuff over here. Let's see if we can see it over here. Anyways, this stuff it's like a steroid. Anyways, you got to put that on your body when you have a hip out, and you got to use this all up a couple of days before you have surgery. And it's very important that you do that because that sterilizes that whole side. Okay. And then they gave me these two things, which are really gross. It's Breakfast for Champions. So I got to drink this in the morning of the surgery. And I remember doing that back in 2022. And stuff is really nasty. And I can have soda or something with it. But like a ginger ale. And stuff is really nasty. So I was kidding around with the girl yesterday when she gave those to me. And you can't get those at the drugstore, CVS, and those type of places because it's only for in-house that they give patients. And I said, is there any way that I can have this in the flavor of bacon and eggs, or maybe like a French toast or something like that, or a pizza flavor? She started cracking up. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure I can have my hip out. The only thing I was worried about yesterday was my getting a ride into Worcester because I don't feel comfortable driving down there by myself, and the traffic can be a nightmare going in that area, especially on the way back. And we drove back last night around 5 o'clock. The traffic was all backed up coming into Worcester, not so much coming home. And my sister, the reason why she was moody the other day, she told me, is they changed her hours and she had to work Tuesday. So, and she normally has Tuesday off, and that was a last minute thing for her. But she's picking up an extra day she didn't have before. And, so we got home plenty of time, and I I'm currently doing a beef and butter fast, and I did the slow cooker beef and butter. I'm not really crazy about it in the slow cooker. I mean, it's okay, but it kind of like gave it a different taste instead of the usual fried taste that I'm used to with ground beef. So I'm going to eat what I finish up with the beef. I got one more tub. that'll be for a meal for later. And for my noontime meal, I'm going to take some bacon and I'm going to wrap it up around some steak. I'm going to have bacon and steak today with a little bit of butter on the for buttery sauce. So I weighed myself yesterday at 259.7. I got a scale photograph that when I do a weekly midweek update, and my new update, I'll have all the information in there. I'm going to continue doing the beef and butter fast to Friday, and we'll probably break it off with maybe an egg, maybe do an egg fast on Saturday, and then start the carbs on Sunday. And Sunday, I want to make a nice roast beef dinner, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a nice, good chuck roast. I saw a recipe the other day online. She took a roast beef and she put it in the bottom of the crock pot after she seasoned it really well with salt and pepper. And we'll use about half a cup of beef broth. And she put fresh cloves of garlic in it and some fresh thyme. And then she took some cranberry sauce, the jelly kind. She spread it out all over the top of the roast. And then she popped the lid on it. Oh, yeah, she took a package of onion dip or something like that. But I know I have what she used for a package of that, and that was just to give it a flavor. And then she closed the lid and popped that baby for about 5 hours until it was fork tender, and it looked really, really good and tasty. So, and she said the sweetness of the cranberry sauce really made a big difference. And for a side dish, I'll probably get a bag of the small baby carrots and I'll roast them up in the oven and give my wife a couple of potatoes. She knows that many potatoes, but she'll eat a few. And we're going to cook the really small one, but I won't have any potato now because I'm really trying to watch my carbs now and get myself back on track. And my stomach has been feeling really, really bloated after the holidays and after the last few months and whatever. Like again, felt like I was on a freight train, and I felt totally sick and out of sync. And so the reason why I was getting a lot of pains in my joint area is because of the inflammatory foods that are causing the issue. And, the processed food. So you really need to stay away from them if you're trying to lose weight. And it don't matter what you're doing for weight loss. If you're doing keto, if you're doing Jenny Craig's or the Nutrisystems, the Go, Golo or the Weight Watchers is the other one there. But so you just need to be vigilantly careful what you eat in your mouth, what you put in your mouth. So they called it for a snowstorm on Sunday night. I haven't seen any amounts yet, but it looks like a pretty good walloping storm. It's our first one of the season. So I got to go down to Walmart's later today, and I got to get a shovel, and I want to pick up a broom because I don't want to scrape the car with the scraper there, other than with the windshield. Because I don't, I'm leasing the car, and I'm trying to keep it as nice as I can, because I'm responsible for any damage after I trade it in or get rid of it altogether one way or the other. And so I wanted to show you what I bought. I bought this wellness planner it's called a wellness planner. It's got it on Amazon. What I like about it, it feels like it's leather, okay? And it's got a thing for a pen on the side. This is the pen I had already on hand right here. And I'm going to open it up. Show you what it looks like from the inside. Well, it came with all this stuff over here. So you have these little stickers over here. I want to say like to do, done, milestones, cool, big day, whatever. It's got little coffee cups and stuff like that. And it's got these little stickers if you reach a mile goal, whatever. So it's pretty cool. And then it's got on the other one with some other soft stickers, it's got some really cool cute little sayings. You're doing great. Be kind. Take a walk. I'd probably change that to take a hike. Positive vibes. Keep on moving. Relax. Try something new. These are all that help you to get really and to get you motivated every day. Okay, so this is a thing I'm going to put together. As I put it together, I'll film it out from the top end to show you how I put it together. This is a habit tracker, and the bottom of that it has like goals. Right over here at the bottom, you can see over here it says goals, and it says like the apples, planner, protection, progress. So this is really, really cool. So, and then over here you have on the back side of it is fitness goals. Okay. And then you got your measurement trackers. Now, yesterday I haven't posted the video yet, but that'll be coming up at the end of the week. I did a complete set of measurements yesterday, and I'll have those over here. Now, so now we're going to document everything, and then they gave me kind of like a bookmark, okay, and it's really, really cool. And then over here, I'll show you the inside of the book. Now, again, it's got this nice thing to keep your book all weight intact and together, and it's of course the table of content, and then over here it has some daily motivational stuff and setting your goals, and it to help you get on track, and it explains about the book and how to use it. And yet, like, I'll give you, okay, there's like a meal plan, positive thoughts, gratitude, active day, daily reflection, weekly notes, monthly overview selection or section, have a tracker, weekly progress review. Okay, then you have like over here, it says a promise to myself with the date, and it says, I will use this wellness planner to create a lasting positive change to my health and wellness. Okay. And it says, I will create this change because it's important to me. And then I fill in the paragraph. Now, okay, so since I started my officially weight loss reboot on January 2nd, that's going to be the date that's going to go there. And over here, which says, I will create what's important to me. So I'll probably start off at something like saying, dear God, what's important to me is for me to lose weight and to get healthy, or get healthy first, most, and then lose the weight. Because without the health, the weight doesn't really matter. And then you sign it, okay? And that would, or you say something clever like that, whatever. I really think it through what I want to say. My handwriting sucks anyways, but I'll do the best I can. And then over here on the next page, it says like my goals, and you can put like your goal by, and then action steps and what you did to achieve your goals. And it's really, really cool. Let's see, we'll go to the next one, the next chapter. The next chapter is the dates, month. I put like my weight over here, my starting weight, and I'm probably gonna start weighing myself again like every third day, and that sort of thing, and get the final weigh in at the end of every week to week, and then at the end of the month, like I did at the very beginning. That's how it was really successful. And on the bottom over here it says goals, affirmatives, and must do this month, and then successful wins. And a successful win could be just if you're not even losing any weight. A successful win could be a non-scale victory. I mean, how many times did I put on a shirt and I wasn't in a medium, and I didn't lose any weight for months, and the next thing I know, I'm dropping weights that way. So I mean, just because you don't lose any weight doesn't mean you might not be losing inches. So after a while, your weight bottoms out to where you're going to slow the progress down. Now, at the beginning of my journey back in 2020, I was losing an average of about almost 4.5 pounds a week, and I want to go back to that again. And then over here, it has at the back end of that, it has like the next 3 months. Okay, so you can plan what you expect. You can what you proceed in the next 3 months, how you want to proceed your weight loss. So this is really, really cool. This is kind of like, reminds me like one of those girl diaries that girls used to have when they were teenagers growing up. Their diary. I met this boy today, fantasize about the diet, the guy, or that sort of thing. But that's really, really reminds me of. And what I'm going to do too is every day I'm going to try to get a positive thought in here, and just be creative, and how I achieve this. And so I'm really excited about using this and showing you guys how to use this. Again, I got this on Amazon for about $30, I believe. It was something like, it wasn't that expensive. Could have even been 20. And so I'm really excited about using that and showing you guys how to really use that once I get going with it. And I just something I've been wanting to do, and it's important for me to get healthy. I've been so depressed for a long time, and I'm finally coming out of my depression. And again, today's a new day and it's a new year. So yesterday, sipping my coffee. So yesterday, after we got back from from that, I dropped my sister off, and then I went home for about, and I had a bite to eat, and then I went to the city hall last night, and I saw Anne Marie. She did a video last night. I was kind of watching it in between, and then they inaugurated the meal last night there that started at 6 and it got done about 8:15. I was tired when I got home. It was a long day for me. And everybody kept asking me, he goes, Ron, where's your camera? You usually take a lot of photographs. Well, I did take a lot of photographs, but I took them at my mobile camera this time. I didn't feel like lugging the other camera around. And I was tired last night. So so I did that. And then I was talking to my friend John and Jill last night, and his girlfriend / wife, Jill. And he was there doing photography because he had one of those big, humongous lenses there, and that was pricing those lenses out. The one that he had, those things are like 3,000 and up. I can't. You get what you can afford, and I'm not there yet with that. But he was telling me he did a job this past weekend for a wedding. He got paid $200. So, and he was only there a couple of hours. So for me to get like what I did, it was my own fault for not setting a price. But I mean, that's okay. Like again, it's like with the weight loss, you live and you learn and and you evolve. And so that'll never happen again with that. So, I was telling him what I'm planning on doing. I'm planning on going into business later on in the year when I get my video camera and offer weddings and stuff, stuff like that, and see if he might want to help me. So if I charge $1,000, say for a wedding or more, I can offer him $200 or $300. He'd be happy, and I'd be happy. I get somebody to help me with the photograph end of it. So that's definitely the way I'm thinking about going later on in the year. Now, after I get my hip out, though, I still want to go back to work for a little while. I'm still thinking about Hannaford's because I really like the people over there and I really like the job I was doing. But my sister was telling me about that yesterday. She said, Ron, if you decide you go back to Hannaford's, I know you were telling me that you need Monday off. Just tell them up front, say, I have to have a specific day off every week and I can't come in that day. You can put me down for any day that you want, but don't put me down for that day, because if you do put me down for that day, I am not going to be in that day. And, and if they shouldn't have a problem with that, because there's some people like me, we have a lot of appointments that I have to keep up from time to time. I can work around most of them, but when I have a specific day, then I got to bring Donna to go get her treatments. I have to have that day because I have to be there with her. She's tired at the end of her day, and I have to be there with her for the whole day. It stinks, but it is what it is. It's just life. And so this we get going on this week, and Donna will do the bingo Friday night. I got 2 more weeks of that, and then I'm all done that for. Well, I'm going to take my time. If I can come back after a couple of weeks, I'm going to be out a minimum of at least 3 weeks, which would be good because it'll be in the middle part of February. And, I don't have to worry about pushing my snow out the car and going down there or whatever. Usually if it snows out, they cancel it anyways. And, and if my wife wants to go and if it's not snowing out, I'll just bring it down there, drop her off, and I'll go home and make sure she gets a ride home. Because there's enough people there that know where I live and has helped me out in the past. So that's what we got going on this week. We get hanging today. You ever have one of those nice guys where you just get up in the middle part of the night and you go to bed, and no matter how hard you try, you can't get any sleep? And maybe I was just worried about the my hip surgery and everything, because I don't know. But, I shouldn't be too worried about it because I had the other one done a couple of years ago, 2000, I think it was 222 rather. And, it's not really a big deal. It's just a rehab that takes time. So my cousin, she called me up yesterday. She said, Ron, I said, my mom was telling me you're having your hip surgery coming up this month. I said, oh, yeah, what's up? She said, well, I'm having mine out on the 19th. She's having her hip out the day after I have mine out. And I said, well, which hip are you going to have out? She said, I'm going to have my left hip out. And I goes, oh, we're going to be twinsies, huh? And so I cracked her up, and she was asking me all kinds of questions about it. And I was telling her, I said, it's not that big deal. It's not a big deal. The hardest one is that if you happen to have your knee replaced, and that, because that takes a lot of time to have rehab. The hip, if I recall, as long as you do what the doctors tell you to do, typically when you have your hip out, what will happen is the physical therapist will come down to your house for about a week, at least a week, check your blood pressure and all that. and make sure you're okay. And then they'll start doing some rehab with you. They'll walk with you to make sure you're okay and stuff like that. And again, the biggest help to me was when Donna let me borrow her. She had a walker with the basket there, and I got to get a hold of her again. Then once I get confirmed, then I can go have my surgery so I can borrow it. Otherwise, I think I might just pick one up. They're not that expensive. The problem is I got no stinking place in my house to put it. All my closets are all filled up with the totes because after the flood, I can't put anything down in the basement no more. And after the flood, I wouldn't want to put anything down in the basement anymore anyways. Yeah, so today I'm going to go down to the hospital and I'm going to request a medical records transfer for the EKG, and then I'm going to go walking at Shoreland Farms if it's not too cold. If it's too cold to go walking down there, I'll go walking into Barrett Park or the Doyle Estate, snap out a few photographs. And when I do the weekly update, I'll have a couple of photographs of the mayor's inauguration. Uh, it was a beautiful ceremony last night because then they had cake and cookies and coffee and all that stuff there. The city hall was packed. There must have been about 500 people in the city hall. And it was a beautiful ceremony. He's the longest acting mayor in our city commonwealth. He's been, if he completes his term, it'll be 32 years. The former governor and the current governor, they both, normally one or two of them would have been here, but they were very busy last night. So they did like a Zoom where they talked to him, us live over she had him on a big screen. So I thought that was really, really cool how they did that. Now, Governor Baker there, he's supposed to be coming into Leominster in September for the Johnny Appleseed Festival. And the current governor, she loves cannoli, so maybe she'll come down here during the cannoli festival this year in October. I had one of those this past year, but they're too sweet for me, and I don't like cannolis anyways. And I'm told you this year I'm really being careful what I eat. I can't stress that enough in my mind. I'm going to try to manifest my thoughts into positive thoughts every day like I've been doing, but I want to be able to practice more when I'm preaching so that way there I can show you guys that together we can do this journey together and be successful at it. And, again, I still want to climb that mountain, Mount Manette next year, and this year. And I want to, everything I'm going to, it's going to happen this year. There's no doubt in my mind that it's going to happen. But I'm going to finish up my coffee, and probably around 9 o'clock, I'm going to go down to the hospital and request the medical records. And then I want to do a little bit of walking in this morning. I did 2 miles of walking. What was yesterday? Yesterday was Tuesday. Monday, New Year's Day, and I did go to the coffee shop, and I did get a muffin down there. But that's the only bad thing about going down there because the food is so stinking good. And when you go into a coffee shop, you can smell the aroma of all that fresh pastry. So I got to learn to really discipline myself when I go there, and that. But and I started drinking more water today. When I got up this morning, I drank a whole thing of water. And this is my 3rd coffee today. I don't think I'm probably going to have any more coffee. But, as long as it doesn't bother my stomach. Yesterday, I started getting a little agita from the heartburn. But they had too much coffee yesterday. But, I guess that's all we got to say. But I just want to say, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for coming in this morning. And don't forget to, I believe Anne-Marie's got game night tonight. And looking forward to that. And I'm hoping if she's willing this week before the end of the week, maybe her and I can get together and just say a meet and greet, and maybe I'll do a live video wherever we meet, and just so everybody knows that I'm a real person, and which I am, and I tell it straight up the way it is and what you can expect when you try to lose weight or anything else, and anything else that might be going on in your life. I haven't done any live videos for cooking in a while. I want to go back to some more of that again, but I'm just trying to focus in now mainly on my goal, which is to get healthy in my weight. Because once I have my hip out, it's going to be at least 1 or 2 weeks before I can actually start walking on my own without the cane, without riding it too much. But, if it reacts as well as the right one did, then I'll feel like 100% better and a new person. And then I can be able to go long distance walkings after the snow finally flies out of here. And I'm still going walking in snow, but I just got to get a pair of boots because sneakers are good. If I'm walking on the slippery ground with sneakers, it's just like I'll go flying. So that's why I want to get a good pair of walking boots, like a hiking boots and that sort of thing. But anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. Enough said of all that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If anybody hasn't told you this lately, remember, you guys are amazing. I love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have an amazing day. Bye.